Nuclear Podcast. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be completely hosting it. This is not co-host, but usual guest and regular on here. Kage is going to be telling you the history, or that's not a history lesson, but the Sonic fan base, the dark side of it, the side that a lot of people, some know of, some don't speak of but know of it, or is just plain, I wish I'd never known. And the guy who knows the most lore when it comes to Sonic, anyway, and most anything in that fan base, just like I am a master of a lot of lore things, old Kage here knows a lot about Sonic, and credit to the thumbnails that goes for this thing goes to Jacob Schooner. All credit for today's thumbnail of this is him, because he made it. The only thing I did was add the podcast logo, so if you want credit for who made the thumbnail, that is Jake Scooter. Poor Macaulay Culkin.
This war ends now!
Take it away.
Alright. But here's a little forewarning. I will going to get very, very explicit with my language. So if anyone gets offended, I don't want anyone else to be flagging the stream, or anyone else be saying they got offended because I said something about them. Please leave now, because I'm going to explicit why this lone soldier was a part of a war, part of the Sonic war that I still have scars of.
And let it be known, he has my full permission to do so, because even if I'm bigger, I figured, why the hell not? On Nuclear, my style, it's off the cuff completely. So if you when Nuclear Podcast is, I talk about subjects that nobody really wants to talk about. Civil War, yeah, we all know the thing. So I figured, Kage said when we were talking about Kick Vic and them mentioned he knew of the Sonic thing and hinted at it. And I said, you know what? We'll save that for next week. And Kage, this is your show. There's only one thing, and let me tell you, Kage has a lot of bullet points. He yesterday on Discord he gave me a bullet point list, and he's got a lot of lists, and I can only comment on maybe 2 bullet points. The rest I'm just going to be going, is that so? Oh, I've heard of that. So take it away and make sure you got plenty to drink, Kage, because I imagine your voice will give out at certain points. And if you are easily triggered or offended, the door is always available open. John is currently doing John thing. If he pops in, he pops in. Bushido pops in if he feels like it. There you go. There's your bracket. Take it away and tell us what we really wish we never knew of the Sonic fan base.
As you wish. Thank you for the great introduction, by the way. But let's begin this. Why this lone soldier has been battling the Sonic community for years. Reminder: before I was named Kage Zero Soul Reaper, before I was named Shadow Zero Devil Reaper, I was known by one cringeworthy Sonic name. And I hate it to this fucking day. I was well known as Dark Knuckles Bringer in the Sonic fan base.
You know what's funny? Never heard of it.
I know.
So you're lucky. You know what? Since we're giving out cringe names, do you know what I went by as a teenager too? And this is freaking cringe. Shuyin Uzuki.
Oh,
yes,
God.
I know. Think of it. Shuyin from freaking FF102. Okay, shoot me. So if we're gonna go cringe, I'll let my own cringe nickname slide for once. So,
yeah, that was my name in the Sonic community, and I dread it to this fucking day. And I was battling, and pretty much, you're probably asking, Kage, or Shadow, or Reaper, why are you fighting a war? What would you do in the Sonic community? In the Sonic community, I was the Geekdom 101 when it comes to lore. Well, then again, I'm the second place of when it comes to lore. I was one of the guys who explored the games, the art style, even the Archie comics.
Okay, when because we all know Geekdom 101 is put on a high pedestal, okay? By lore, you mean like the story, the characters, their backstory, like lore to a video game, lore to a story, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
You're the master of that. Not so much
I was the guy. I was the it guy.
Yeah, so not so much. You were pretty good at video games, but you fell out of. I'm guessing you maybe fell a little bit of the video game knowledge, but you still kept up with the lore of the video games.
Sorry, I had to close the door because the truck was making too much noise.
Oh, I couldn't hear. But anyway, I take it with the video games. Even then, when you may have started falling out, you kept up with the lore of the video games, just not the video games themselves, right?
Pretty much.
Gameplay. Yeah. The gameplay.
Gameplay, story-wise, even some Easter eggs.
Okay, I'm just asking. Take it away. I only had to ask those two because Geekdom 101's like on Dragon Ball community high scale. Oh, I'm going to cringe when we get to that part on the comparison.
Oh boy.
Take it away.
All right, and I was just pretty much, you know, the nice guy, the cool guy you could, like, you know, ask about Sonic about. Like, if there's Sonic lore, I know about it. But I did have friends back then. I had friends, allies, and hell, even people who supported me at that time. But that was a long time ago. As Virgil would say, well, that was a long time ago. And I was just a very young child. Until one day, the damn Sonic fanbase went crazy.
Oh, they're crazy.
How crazy, you may ask? How crazy, you may ask? Well, I'll explain to you, because I'm going to explain one of the reasons why the Sonic fanbase is cancerous among the Batman, Mortal Kombat, Dragon Ball Z, and Death Battle combined.
I can name quite a few others too, but yeah, those are top tier on the top tier list. One of these days, we're gonna have to do a tier list of cancer fan bases. Oh wait, Star Wars. Star Wars is also right up there.
Oh right yeah, that too, and JoJo. But anyway,
no,
I will go into this.
The combined list, Star Wars is at the top too, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that too. My bad.
Okay, when you made the list.
So let me start off with the devil incarnate himself, Yuji Naka.
Oh my God, this man.
Yuji Naka. You're probably wondering, Kage or Kiyoma, why do you what's wrong with Yuji Naka? He's the Miyamoto. He's the Daisuke. He's the Ed Boon. He's the. I can't say that name. You know what I'm about to say.
I don't care. The fact he knows the man is traumatizing enough.
Yes. He's the Tetsuya Nomura. He's pretty much there. But here's the one thing. Kyo, why don't you do the honors what happened to good old Yuji Naka?
Yuji Naka is a college high school friend to Tetsuya Nomura. Tetsuya Nomura got Yuji Naka employed at Squaresoft. I mean, not Squaresoft, Square Enix. Hold up. And one of the things I don't. Well, chill out. Okay, one of the things that I don't get with this guy is, I guess his treatment of workers is so bad, he gets human resources called on him, Yuji Naka. How? It's no secret in Japan that Japan's workforce is not like the best to work for, especially within the anime community, because you will literally die on your desk. I mean, for God's sakes, Tabata nearly died making Final Fantasy 15. I went into great detail the behind-the-scenes making of that in either the preface or the thing. So, how Yuji Naka gets human resources, the Department of Human Resources called, is insane. The fact that you were friends with Tetsuya Nomura is insane. That's just a small world. But then again, they live on a small island continent, so it wouldn't make sense to how they know each other so well. Oh great, Kage disappeared. I better ride my spectral horse for a minute. Oh. This doesn't surprise me. Now, there's something that if Kage hasn't gotten back here yet that I'm aware of. There are two fandoms that have gone at war with each other, And these wars are nasty. It's the Dragon Ball community and the Sonic community. When they go head to head, run. Run. Just run.
Sorry about that.
Run for the hills if those communities never go head to head. I've been in one of those trenches. It's a nightmare. I was just telling him I don't know how.
Sorry about that.
I was prefacing my thing with like how I've been in the trenches when a Dragon Ball community and a Sonic community goes at it. They are literally the Russia and the U.S. fighting each other.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's not a joke. I'm not exaggerating. The Dragon Ball community will go to the fucking court over an OC. I have seen it even in Sonic, from what we'll talk about much later, over an OC. And we're not talking Chris Chan, Chichu. No, we're talking like a drawn OC. Oh my god.
We're literally talking 3 OCs who are literally owned by people and drawn by people. But you're probably thinking, how bad it is for the Sonic community. Well, let me tell you. Some people are willing to lie, steal, cheat, kill people, and put people in prison.
Yeah.
In prison for those things. Yes, you heard me right.
Prison.
You can literally go to prison for stolen art.
We'll get to that part, but you.
But let me get back to Yuji Naka.
Yuji Naka, I was just saying I don't know how he gets human resources, and you gotta tell me that. And now you're friends with Nomura. I don't know how. How you get human resources is beyond me, because we all know Japan is infamous for dying at your desk.
Pretty much.
In the anime community, anyway.
Yes, because Yuji Naka, let's just say that working for him is like working with the devil. Oh crap. Hang on a minute.
Working for the devil?
Give me a sec, Kyo!
Don't get killed! Yuji Naka, like, I guess he got in a lawsuit with Square even. I mean, lately. Over that failed game he made for the Switch. And I think it was PS4. Where was a bit of that stuff? You still alive, dude? Guys, I think they're killing him at wherever he's located at.
Oh, they don't distract me anymore.
This combination, location compromised.
And this is here's the worst part about Yuji Naka. Working for him, like I said, is like working for the devil. If you get hospitalized, say like you get injured, or you have a pregnant wife, or a town emergency, you cannot decline. You cannot decline if your family is in danger, one of your family's been murdered, or your wife is pregnant. You literally have to stay there and get back to work.
What the hell, dude? Nomura's evil, but not that evil.
But it gets worse. One of the programmers who made, and yes, it took some time to. Do you all? Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you all remember this jingle? Hold on. Does anyone remember this jingle? Let me see if I can remember it.
Is it the normal thing that you hear when you get the rings?
No. Does anyone remember, I don't know, this jingle? This jingle?
Oh, you could have just said the broadcast. Yes, I know that one. What happened?
It took 1/8 of the game cartridge for the first Sonic game to take out of it. What did Yuji Naka did? He didn't thank him for it. He just said, "Oh yeah, thank you for that large short, that large, core that spared people's memories." But you wanna know the word? You wanna know the worst thing about it? They were never paid for it. They were never paid for
Oh
it.
man, that's horrible. And
So yes,
programming's
that
a
little
nightmare for just like little voice clips back then in the 90s. Was that the 90s or 80s when that game came out?
90s.
No, 90s. That's a nightmare. For anybody who doesn't know how programming works, just a voice clip back then would have been a nightmare.
And
Oh.
believe it or not, that little chord alone, that little like chant alone is 1/8 of the cartridge. Bigger than any stage, any program, any facial animation. Yes, that little chord alone was worth 1/8 gigabytes to one game.
And they used that
yes,
a
how
lot
Yuji
in
Naka
all
did
the
it.
Sega projects.
And yes, they use it a lot in the old Sonic,
And
those Sonic
Sega
games.
products. And just Sega products in general. That was their logo entry thing for any
Yep.
Sega product. You boot up the Sega Dreamcast. That. Sega Saturn. That.
Pretty much, pal.
And he
you
took the
you
royalties
remember
from
this. And that's not the worst part of it. And that's not the worst part of it.
It gets worse.
It gets worse with Yuji Naka. Since he's pretty much... Oh yeah, he's also box office poison. Yes, this man who doesn't... No gaming company wants to work with him. Not Nintendo, not Capcom, not... Also, you know it's bad when Konami asks you, say, "Can you give me advice?" Seriously,
Oh.
seriously, Yuji Naka, you might as well just work for Konami if you're gonna be this evil.
Why didn't you just take... and the fact that you only got in because you knew Nomura is just even more terrifying.
Yes, they're college friends, believe it or not. And believe it or not, one time, Yuji Naka once in college dated one of Tetsuya Nomura's girlfriends. Ex-girlfriends.
What? Oh my god, I would hold a petty grudge.
You know what the weird thing is? They're still friends to this day.
What is this, a Miyazaki relationship?
It might as well be, pal. It might as well be.
We'll talk about Miyazaki one of these days when it comes to Evangelion. When I told you to look into that, that's some disturbing shit.
Yep, it was, and it was just outright. Oh man, it was outright painful. And yes, this man was so evil, like the mad reviewer said, had human resources called on him.
But how? That's the thing I don't understand, is how do you do that? Japan doesn't give a shit about humans.
One of the worst, because when he went to Sega to America, he went to Sega of America.
Oh, he went to Sega of America and did that. Now that
Yep.
makes sense. The American branch.
He literally forced. You want to know the reason why? Because he actually for. You want to know why Sonic 06 was rushed? Because of him and the fans. So I don't blame just the fans for Sonic 06's rush delayed reactions. Gameplay and everything else and glitches. I blame him and Yuji Naka. Not Iizuka though, because
that's
poor
during
Iizuka was...
that's during the dark years of Sonic. They kind of got better when Sonic Colors came out, which was re-released. I still would rather play that thing on the PS4 than touch that on the Switch, because I know it's a nightmare on the Switch, but I heard it's really good on the PS4, PS5, and Xbox.
Yeah, it is.
Colors.
But we'll get to the games later. But right now, my closing argument to Yuji Naka: yes, this dude is box office poison. If also all you future game developers out there, including myself out there, if you want to get an action game made by Yuji Naka, you have to he pretty much owns you.
You might have to sell your soul and your first child and your one of every organ in order to work for him.
Oh, and possibly your sanity.
How?
And possibly your sanity.
Oh.
So yes, Yuji Naka is outright evil.
Damn.
You thought EA was evil? You thought, Rockstar had some problems? Even... I mean, he's not comparable to, Konami evil or, Blizzard Activision levels of evil, because...
That involves some really messed up stuff.
Yeah, because
okay, we're not going there,
just...
but oh, don't worry, Retro. We're just going down the history of basically the entirety of the messed up side of the Sonic fan base. Stuff you probably don't want to know about, but it's okay if you want to stay and do it. There's nothing to involve you. Thanks for popping by, Retro.
It's cool, but allow me to elaborate, and let me get started with the worst problem about it.
Alright, that's one bullet point done. Now I'm worried.
The video games.
Oh no, I wasn't told anything on this bullet point.
Oh boy. Brace yourself, map reviewer, because we are going to go crazy.
The fan base is insane. That's all I can say. That's all I will say on my end point of that. When it comes to the games, you have a more bipolarized fan base than the Final Fantasy fan base. And the Kingdom Hearts fan base.
You're probably thinking, Kage, why is it so bad to be a Sonic fan? You wanna know why? Easy. You can get kicked out of the community for liking one game.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Not just Shadow the Hedgehog.
What?
Unleash. Yeah, it's not just Shadow the Hedgehog. Unleash, Black Knight, Secret Rings.
Whoa, Unleashed? Unleashed even got it? I mean, I know Unleashed is not liked. And I told you my way of playing it was bizarre because, you remember, how I told you I played it. I didn't play the little monster segments. For me, I was living with a friend at the time. Yeah, the Werehog. My friend liked playing the Werehog thing. I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I'll play the regular Sonic sections. And I got all the secrets and stuff from the regular Sonic sections, and he did the Werehog sections. That's how I played the game. So I have no idea how bad it is because I had fun doing that method. And you even said that's a weird. You even said that's a weird method, but sounds fun. If you
it is. It is unorthodox, but it's actually really fun when you do it. And here's the weird thing: is Unleash is not even that bad.
No, there were regular Sonic. You had to be really good. I remember there were a lot of timing moments in Unleashed when I would play with regular Sonic. You know what I mean? You had to be very specific on certain timing to get like the secret areas. That's what I was doing. Was getting like the little secret stuff, and then I would click it off if it required wear off, and then he would play it, and I'd click back on.
Yes, Retro. This guy, you could get kicked out of the Sonic community like me for liking at least one, according to them, a bad game. And yes, there are videos on these games saying why you shouldn't buy this game. And I'm not talking about Young Defiant levels of bad. I'm telling you about these guys don't know what a good game is if it bit them in the ass. Type of game.
Hey, I'm playing Elden Ring right now, and the game is named the game to get punished, but at the same time, it's fun, but, you know, hey, I play it for the simple fact it's open world, and I can get my ass kicked, and it's fun, and this is fun to play when we're talking about subjects like this.
Yeah, but also, there's one problem. And yes, and I'll get started with this, and I'm gonna put both the YouTubers and the games in this category, because both are idiots.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
wow.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say this right now. Any one of you guys literally just hating Sonic because they're trying something different, you're an idiot.
That is idiotic. Okay, Kage, I don't understand that mentality when it comes to games. When people try something different, they hate it. I mean, I know it's deviating from the formula, but I can give you an example, and guess what? Everyone's gonna blast me, not Kage this one, of a franchise that tries something different since the second one, since its second game. Final Fantasy has always changed the gameplay since Final Fantasy 2, but I don't ever hear them bash near as hard as the Sonic community. It's like that's the exception.
Yes, people get... You know what the weird thing is? One of my favorite Sonic 3 Sonic games, Sonic Heroes, apparently got hated because, one, same levels, different characters, blah 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 blah. And I would say this in my defense. It makes sense because all of these characters, Team Sonic, Team Dark, Team Rose, and Team Chaotic, they're all going on the same road. And what are they after?
The Chaos Emeralds? Oh, I thought it was the Chaos Emeralds. Because normally
the Chaos Emeralds, you have to find the special stage to get the true ending.
Oh, it's one of those things with the Chaos Emeralds. Cool.
Yeah, and
why is it people hate hidden items when it comes to the Chaos Emeralds?
Because they were challenging. I will admit, I will say this, yes, they do have a point. I will say this, it is a point. I will say one thing. It is a fair point because the special stages are literally are hell. I will say that right now. The special stages are literally hell. Because, let's just say it, the special stages in Sonic Heroes were not programmed correctly. If you give... I'd like to play this clip from, yes, you can. You could be kicked out of the fandom for literally liking classic Sonic.
Sorry, Retro, I wasn't answering because I didn't know the answers to that question, okay? Kage's still going on about this and the community, and that was fascinating, but I didn't want to answer a question I didn't know the answer to.
You know what, I'll do it since, you know, I'm the host of this show. I'll do it. So yes, classic games, modern games, heck, you can even hate the damn Archie comics and still be kicked out of it.
What the hell? That's the most biased fanbase. Okay, never mind. We haven't gotten to the part that I fear going into yet that I know of, and I talked to you about that section. Oh.
Yep.
I'm gonna feel. I'm gonna need a shower when I'm done. By the time we get done talking to that section.
Yep.
And that was one of the bullet points. You haven't told me all of them.
Yep. We're gonna get to that in a minute. But I tell you, anyone. I will say this right now. If anyone just says that, oh well, Mario's better because it's still the same formula, I will fight you on the streets.
No, it's not.
I will fight you on the street for that argument.
I will agree with you. No, see, Mario is, it's not timing, it's patterns, okay? Mario has patterns like Mega Man, okay? Sonic is just straight up precise jump timing. Because one missed jump, it's dead. It's GG. Sonic, you actually have to have perfect timing. You have to know when the edge comes and hit that jump button. Mario, you can be just a little bit away from it and still make it. Sonic is designed for scalpel timing. That's the difference between Mario and Sonic, is the timing of the jumps.
And listen, and I was saying one more. I was saying right now. This was the time where Nintendo fans
try unlocking Fire Sonic thing on the original cartridge. That's a nightmare.
It really is.
And
getting
Hypersonic
was even a nightmare on Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Ooh. If you get that, you're pretty much a god.
Me and my brother got that in like Sonic 2, the little fiery Sonic where he could fly. And that took us forever.
Super Sonic?
Yeah, whatever. He was golden. Think of him like Super Saiyan Sonic.
Yeah, that's what it is. But let's get into this now. We're gonna dig into one other thing, and yo, you already know what this one is about. The DeviantArt side. Okay,
let me take the floor on this one, because I actually have a little bit of small history with that side. You know, it's no secret I have my DeviantArt thing. Been on there 8 years. I've been on DevArt for about 8 years, going on 9 years. And I have never seen so many communities clash as bad as those two. Dragon Ball and Sonic, you might as well have a death battle in the freaking DevArt. Just somebody have a constant death battle playing, but it's always a stalemate. It's like one just wins just barely. Nope. Nope. It's Cold War constantly there.
And it's not only Cold War, it's also, oh boy. Oh yeah, go ahead, Matt Reviewer.
There's times that it goes nuclear. Because, like you said, jail time, legal battles, I mean, what they go through...
People even end up dead for OCs.
Let's that thing. One thing the Sonic community had in it was, what was Chris Chan's creation? And that's all we're touching.
Sonic Chew, we're not talking about Chris Chan on this one because
no, we're just mentioning he is in it, but Sonic Chew plays one of the things in the DevArt things. That's because I had a big question mark, and then you told me that I was like, oh my god, that makes it worse. I remember that crap.
Sorry.
So yes, no, that's fine. That's just history. Just as history. That's a character, an OC. So we just have to bring it up when we're turning to OC. That's all. We're not touching that asshole. Or it.
We're not touching that at all. But what I am touching, however...
DevArt... Okay, it's a toxicity realm, but it's an interesting toxicity realm to get in touch with certain people, to get into writing business and stuff like that. But it's almost so toxic, it's fascinating.
It really is, and it's just...
And I know that sounds horrible, but it really is, because you can meet some really nice people there. The only thing is, it's just like freaking Discord or any other social media. Don't be an asshole. Because the moment you cross the asshole line, you're going to get, like, they'll eat you worse than anything you've ever seen. It's a den of sharks. Because somebody's going to go, somebody goes, somebody. Just so you know, my page alone has at least over 300K views on it.
And believe it or not, this is the time where I was in the Sonic fan base, and I knew a lot of people from DeviantArt. Very nice people, by the way. Great people I met.
But there's one thing on the DevArt thing, and I'm sorry, Retro, this is the whole thing. Something I don't understand, and it disturbs me to this day, because some of the things in there, I'm like, go to Pornhub.
Yes.
What is up with the female furry characters, or whatever you call it, anamorphic characters, like Rude the Bat and Amy and all them? That is
reminder. Here's another reminder. They are all underage.
I didn't even know they had an age.
I will say this right now.
I didn't even know they had an age until you told me that. I was like, what? I thought they were just animals and had no age. They record, you know what I mean? They kept it.
No, they all have age, because in the Sonic Heroes manual, they just describe their ages. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Did you know Sonic is actually 15?
Why couldn't you just leave them ageless? That made it a lot more bettering.
Oh no, it gets worse. They stop aging. They pretty much stop the ages of 15 of their age right now. So right now, I will say this right now. If you literally make porn of those things, you are officially, in my eyes, a pedophile.
There's some really weird, crazy stuff that I wish I hadn't seen.
Yes, I'm sorry. If you literally make stuff like that, shame on you. Get some help, and I hope you get locked up by the police. Because what I had to witness in there was almost hell.
I remember some things with OCs, and I mean, this shit makes the harm perfection made look like saints.
Yes.
And
there are downright disgusting people there.
Isn't that sad?
If you're gonna make Sonic art, that's fine. Heck, I applied this one chick back in the day who made a Sonic Cross Naruto thing. It was actually beautiful. I thought it was actually really good. Until someone stole it, and you know the whole story.
Oh yeah, but there's been some things where I've seen people actually make legitimate fan-good comics of them that rival the Archie stuff in the dev art. This is actually one of the things where dev art's a double-edged sword. I've seen some people make original artwork comics, which are basically westernized doichis. Don't look into it. Don't look into it. Don't look into it. Retro. Don't look into the concept of doichi. But it's
don't look at those things like at all, because those things will traumatize you. I'm just saying, they're westernized that, but I've seen some very good fan-made comics of them that many people in even the dev art community have said this should be like canon, because they made like Knuckles in character, like, you know how the Fallen Warrior, what do we call it, the warrior that we're talking about. They actually made him that way, and not okay, if anyone see the Sonic movie, you should know this, that Knuckles in the movie is a noble echidna warrior, not some dunderhead. Not some dumbass literally looking for comic relief like he's the Hulk. He's supposed to be this noble warrior who doesn't understand Earth elements, but he's still likable and enjoyable to watch. He's basically your likable asshole. Not really an asshole, just, you know, naive. That's the word I'm looking for. He's naive. He's not stupid, he's just naive. That's always bugged me about that's something that I want to ask you. Was that Yuji Nanta's thing to make Knuckles stupid? Because when his idea? Yeah, because when he came out in Sonic and Knuckles, that guy was smart. Well, in Sonic and Knuckles, he was just pretty much naive. Because, you know, Eggman had to trick him. He was pretty cool. Yes. And he was actually a very splendid character to be around. Heck, even play as. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm just like, what the hell, dude? Why do you create slapstick? This guy shouldn't be slapstick. His Boom counterpart, I don't mind him being an idiot. His Boom counterpart, I don't mind his idiot, because
You know, the only time I
It's
don't mind Knuckles being an idiot, doing idiot things, is when we get like dark, gritty storytelling that I've seen some Western comics do, and they literally put Knuckles in there to throw like a one-liner gag, and then he goes back to serious mode.
true.
That's fine.
Also, let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask all of this. Remember Nazo Unleash? Does anyone remember Nazo Unleash?
Was that a
little
comic,
fan-made
or was
Dragon
that...
Ball Z type of deal with this forgotten character named Nazo. Reminder,
Oh!
Nazo in Japanese. Reminder, Nazo in Japanese means mystery.
Oh wait, that was that fan-made movie project. That's right up there with like Vic made with
No,
Star Trek
it's
Beyond.
not that one, Kyo. It's not that one, Kyo. It's this really good one that just reminds me a bit of Sonic and Dragon Ball Z, because Nazo is just pretty much a really cool villain. And
I thought it was that project that got canceled by some, but you're gonna get to that one. I'm aware of that one. That pissed me off because that thing was awesome.
It was awesome. Like, it was awesome seeing, characters get their moment to shine. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow. And hell, you can even see some good cameos there. Like, we even saw one of the most awesome fusions in that canon. If Vegeta was here, he'll know what I'm talking about. Shattuck, the Hedgehog. Pretty much the fusion between Sonic and Shadow, with the thing called Chaos Unification. Yes.
And this was a comic, or was this the fan-made movie?
This is a fan-made movie.
Yeah, that's why I said there were two fan-made movies that I'm aware of. One went badly legally land, and one managed to pull the Vic Mignogna kind of thing, where it's Star Trek Beyond. You know what I'm talking about? That thing.
Yes, it was great. Like, the guy who made Chakra X, he did a great job. Heck, he even won an award. He even won an award for best animation. For best animation, best storytelling.
By the
Nazo
way,
Unleashed will live in infamy.
hashtag free SpongeBob, because of the people that screwed over the people that made that really cool looking SpongeBob movie that they worked 10 years on, and then Paramount slapped the moment they put the premiere. That's all I'm going to say when it comes to licensing companies. But going back to that, because that just happened the other day, and I was like, damn it! I was aware of that project. I was like,
I'm sorry.
No, I was reminded of the projects we're talking about like this. And that's another thing that's really odd about the Sonic community. They do not like fan-made projects.
They really don't. Well, no, they really do. That's Nintendo, dude. Nintendo hates that. Sega pretty much endorses it.
No, I meant the community when they make OC type, game type things. Like fan-made projects. Like, your community doesn't like the players' things. They don't like them. Like, why? Because they make an RPG Maker Sonic game? Is there something wrong with that?
Oh yeah, they did that. Sonic RPG made a new antagonist named Silkadoon.
Yeah, it was an RPG Maker game that somebody made as a passion project, again, and they hated it. I'm like, what's wrong with trying something new? It doesn't always have to be a platformer. I mean,
it's okay for platformers. It's okay as a platformer, or even a hack and slash.
Or one game I remember, the one horrible game, Sonic game I've ever touched that I found tainted, but I only bought it because BioWare was attached to it.
Let me guess, Sonic the Dark Brotherhood?
Yes, because Mass Effect had just came out, okay? That was when Mass Effect 1 and 2 had just came out. And I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be good, it's BioWare. Why did I play this? I will never look at Sonic the same again.
It was horrible. It was absolutely shit.
Damn right it was.
And I would say this right now, Sonic should never have RPGs, ever again.
Because of that thing, yeah.
Because Dark Brotherhood, it's absolutely terrible. It's like, okay, let me ask you this. Does anyone remember Paper Mario Sticker Star?
Oh no, Paper Mario. What was good about Paper Mario and Kirshi Miyamoto?
Yes, yes. It's Sticker Star levels of bad. It's almost horrendous.
And Paper Mario is a good series. It just got cursed over by the makers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much.
It's that little stepchild that nobody talks about.
But anyway, let me get back to the art style, and yes, there is... But let me talk about the artists. Artists. There is one chick who is very, very infamous, who always plays the victim. always plays the victim when it comes to it. Her name is Silver45.
Is she like the Monica Rial of that community?
No, not really. It's like when she tells lies, when she gets caught up in lies. Well, something like that. Something like Monica Rial. But
don't tell me that she has a moment where I do not recall.
No, no. However,
Damn it, she doesn't even have one of those saving graces.
Besides, and yes, she is absolutely horrendous. Every time she gets caught up in lies and try to play the victim, she's terrible at it. Oh, she
works in Amber Heard storytelling.
Yes.
Oh my god.
She's, by the way, she's a huge Silver fangirl, meaning she'll ship Silver with any other female character. Hell, even male characters.
Oh.
No offense to, homosexuals or anything like that. If you're gay, that's none of my business. But I will say this right now.
We're only
if you into that yaoi crap, that's fine. Just don't bring it to me.
No, anybody that's talking about that, we have nothing against you. We gave you the preface. This is strictly talking about Sonic Fanbase and the bad part of it. So, no shame to you if that's your thing, okay? We just have to address that because, unfortunately, you have to address that, even though we wish we didn't have to. As much as there's the bad...
Here's another thing. If Silver55 literally get caught lying or gets caught, doing something, horrendous or evil, she pretty much give you a... Did I do that?
Don't tell me that's her voice.
No, that's Steve Urkel. You talking about?
I was
Remember
about to
Steve Urkel was the original voice of Sonic.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
yes,
right.
I'll go into that. The voice acting divide the fan base.
Why? I mean, that was actually an interesting timing. Well, actually, never mind. Voice acting was not good during that time or period of the video game industry.
It was not. Everyone had their favorite voice of Sonic. Me, if I had to say my personal favorite, it will always be Jason Griffith as Sonic. Brian Drummond and Jason Griffith. They will always be Sonic in my eyes. But, even the new actors even do good. Roger Craig Smith, the actor who played him in the movie, and the one who's coming up, who's playing him in the Netflix series, it actually sounds really good.
Oh, wait. The actors that they have a problem with. And I don't get this in your that ethnicality.
Okay, I will give you this. Let me play you some clips of some really good Sonic voices and some really...
No! The actor. You remember you saying how they don't like
I know that, but just give me a second, we'll get to him later.
That's something I don't get. It's still in the voice acting, so...
Yes.
Wait, that's the finale. Never mind, I gave a hint towards the finale, but...
Wasn't he kidding? He already knows who's the fastest. Yeah, you must think I'm really stupid.
That's your little White, aka Steve Urkel as Sonic, in Sonic Underground, all the other Saturday morning cartoons. Like 90s
I thought
cartoons.
that was one of the game ones. I was thinking, ooh, that's bad.
No, he was the cartoon ones. And Steve Urkel does live in my heart as one of the best voices for Sonic.
Yeah, he did a good job as
And here's the thing, I'm surprised they didn't hire him for Generations.
Know what's funny? The cartoons were super dark.
Heck, do you hear how Eggman sounded like that? Because he's voiced by Jim Cummings.
No, I'm just saying, the cartoons, like DX and all them, were super dark.
Absolutely.
And they were good. I mean, when you look at it as
not really, Kyo, but
no, at the time.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, you do know this is for kids we're talking about, right?
No, for the time that it came out, it was good. Now I look at it like, ugh. But back then I was like, wait, this isn't a story. Why isn't like Teen Titans or something like this covering this kind of concept? Because they did because they did put some adult concepts in there. Remember?
Yep.
Which was interesting. I mean, I do like it, even though it's for kids.
Here's a good question. Does anyone remember Ryan Drummond?
Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies. I'm out of here. I like running better. So, Eggman's behind this, huh? Okay, let's move it.
Great voice, right? He's still alive, by the way. You wanna know why he got recast in Sonic X and most of the other games? Because he doesn't live in New York.
Oh God, it's a Silicon Valley type situation, isn't it? You don't live in the Big Apple, or you don't live in California.
Or Vancouver.
Oh, I hate it when they do that.
So yes, the reason... Here's a little funny story about Ryan Drummond and his idea of Sonic. He was the original voice for the DreamWorks side throughout Sonic Heroes, Shuffle, Adventure 1, Adventure 2. He was the man, right? Everyone loved him. Until Sonic X came out and everyone just said, why did he sound so weird? This is the voice they remember, and one of my personal favorites.
How about a handkerchief for starters? Ain't that a few? Don't you know anything? I'm not a rat. I'm a hedgehog.
That was Jason Griffith, the voice that you heard when you first heard him in Sonic X. Everyone hated him. Everyone hated how he sounded. He wasn't Ryan Drummond. He wasn't terrible. The Sonic fan base literally gave him hate mail. Everyone hated him.
I'm amazed they didn't know if they didn't send something explosive to his doorstep with how extremist they are.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They did just send him hate mail, and heck, they even sent. Believe it or not, I think I remember Jason Griffith saying they sent him a picture of his face with a knife.
Oh wow, that's like Jamie Murphy. I want your balls on a pike. Damn.
And it didn't stop with just Jason Griffin. Roger even got the same thing, but this time it was emails. Because
oh god, that's even worse. Back then, mail could be stopped because it's physical mail. Everyone, I mean, it could be taken out of your mailbox by somebody else for you or something like that. But email, nope.
This is Roger Greg Smith right here.
Money or something? You totally got me this time. I had no idea. Hey, Tails. The BBBE best boss ever.
Which I admit, he sounds funny as Sonic.
That sounds like a comedic Sonic version. And people hate the variations of Sonic, but it's...
Hold on, John says read the chat.
Yeah, I said that. I will nerf the ancient Power Master sensors and unleash the period dead on demo. Yeah, well, we can do that much later, dude. This is Sonic Day. Save that for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is, and it's really sad because none of these actors didn't deserve any hatred. Heck, Mike Pollock, the current voice of Eggman right now, even stated that the fanbase should never send death threats or F-bombs.
What about Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey, well, allow me to tell you a story. You all remember that horrendous Sonic thing trailer, right? The one that showed his ugly face?
Yes.
Guess who got in contact with it?
Oh no, you're gonna say it was the Sonic fan base.
Nope. Yuji Naka.
Oh.
Yuji Naka was literally so upset how he looked. He literally if you said, this is his threat right here. If you do not fix my creation, I will blacklist you all and make sure you don't have a job ever again.
Okay, for one, Yuji, you are not in Hollywood. Okay? But the only way you're gonna do that... But he does have control of
it because he does own his own franchise.
But, you know, he could kick him out of the movie, but I'm saying he's not like, you know, Disney. You are not Disney, you are not Warner Brothers, and you are not, what's the third of the big three? Paramount.
Fox. I was going to say Fox.
Yeah, and Fox. Yuji, you are not any of those big three. You are a man with a god complex. Over a little
more of a dictator. I say more of a dictator complex.
I'm not just saying god complex. If you think you can rule other people like that, oh come on.
Yes, this man almost tried to stop Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey's a juggernaut in Hollywood anyway. That's like going after some big sports name.
Of course. You really think your power? Do you honestly?
Do you know what he did to hedgehogs in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective?
Of course.
I had to make the joke, okay?
Oh my god, I hate you for that.
Yeah, Pet Detective. So yeah, I mean, you're mad at that? Just go look at Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Pretty much this is pretty much Jim Carrey right here. Kira here talking to Yuji Naka.
Yeah, blah, 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 when he has that meltdown in the courtroom.
No. This is just a clip. This is pretty much what he said. Oh no, wait.
What did he say back to Yuji Naka?
I look like I need your power.
That is pretty much Jim Carrey in his mind, talking to Jim Carrey like, do I look like you need me to blacklist me? I'm the most high-grossing actor of the century. And
well, of my generation.
Yeah, that is true. So that's the thing about Yuji Naka. That is despicable, and the actors, like I said, the actors have gotten, so that's the thing about Yuji Naka. Very unleashed hatred. The hatred among the actors was like astronomical. Heck, did you know even Troy Baker voiced a Sonic character?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel bad for most voice actors that want to voice him. I see why he's stuck as almost a silent protagonist in most things, like Generations.
Yeah, believe it or not, fun fact, Jaleel White was originally about to be recast as his classic Sonic for Generations and Sonic Forces. But guess who? But some schmuck in Sega literally turned him down. Probably because,
Yuji Naka?
Probably because they don't want to hear Yuji Naka's, wrath. And let me go back to let me go back to one other thing. I already said this. If you literally make all these Sonic porn of it, I officially will call you a pedophile.
Yeah, there are some really messed up things involving the DeviantArt when it comes to Sonic, and
There's porn of everything. Hell, there's even a porn of Cream.
You just had to give me post-traumatic stress flashbacks of stuff like that.
I'm sorry! You remember this is my show. What did you say to me?
Yeah, it's your floor, I'm just saying, because I've been in the DeviantArt for a while, so I know, like, when you talk about reference certain things, I know what you're talking about, unfortunately.
Reminder, Cream is literally 6 years old.
Well, and this is one of the things I wish Sonic franchise had never done. Don't give us an age. It would have been so much better.
Yeah, but that was Yuji Naka's huge mistake, and now it came to bite him in the ass.
I hope it does. Because if you hadn't given us an age, it would have been okay. Now imagine oh god.
Heck, Mario, we don't even know Mario's age. And
yeah, and look at how much stuff's around on that when it comes to the porn rule, internet porn rule. If we found some age that he was like, well, I don't even want to go there. I'm not going to say it because it's cursed. We don't want that to happen.
And I have one, and here's where I talk about one other thing I wish John was here for.
Oh, he's coming. He's got apparently a Ranger problem. You think it's nice? I guess they got mad at his Force Unleashed. But, John, you can cover that on a separate stream when this stream's done. I'll go for an encore.
We're gonna go on this one, the versus debates.
Oh no. Oh no. I know how bad the versus community is. Goku versus Superman, both of them. It's the most prime.
You think that's bad? Try being in the Sonic community when you're doing on that.
But you know what's funny? How is it that I enjoyed the Archie Death Battle Sonic with the Flash? I said this
Believe
is
actually... not, I actually enjoyed it. Heck, I was really voting for Archie to win, but you know.
Even if it's some stupid thing, what they did was they were outrunning each other, and they were both the actors were having fun. They were shit talking in ways that made sense. Oh, you can do this? Well, I can do this. You can do this? I'm going to one-up you. I'm going to one-up you. And it was
pretty much a battle of literally just them roasting each other.
And it was funny. And I even told you, I was like, I don't care if Sonic loses at this point. This is a joke show that's funny. Because you're all in character.
And heck, even Archie Comics' death was actually pretty creative. Literally just him getting his history literally killing him.
That's actually a very creative way, because Archie's Sonic, from what I understand the comic books, from the little I've dived into, is broken.
Yes, we all know Archie Sonic is indeed broken. But
he makes Superman look balanced.
Goku look balanced. Even the Flash.
Which, I'm sorry, I do find that funny. The one the one DC person they put him up as the runner guy versus Sonic the runner guy. That is a very funny matchup.
And yes, try guess what the Sonic Fanbase did after that death battle.
No.
They wanted their heads.
Was it worse than the fall of the Goku versus Superman?
Well, they just pretty much made videos about that. The Sonic Fanbase actually, fun fact, one guy actually docks somebody.
Huh?
Literally docks one of the guys in death battle.
Was it the voice actor dude? Or the animator?
No. One of the toxic fanbase of the Archie comics, they doxed Ben Singer.
That was the voice actor, or was that the host?
The creator of Death Battle.
Damn! They are savage. And I thought
they wanted his head, they wanted his address, they wanted everything, they wanted to send everything to him. And heck...
And I'm going to give one thing for the knowledge when it comes to doxing. Doxing is illegal, but there are legal ways to go around it. If it's in the public domain, and lots of people don't bother to look into this, but I have, and I'm not going to go into it. If you're in the public domain or public knowledge, like your public taxes, that's usually how people get you.
So yeah.
They had to really be pissed.
I'll admit there was one Sonic death battle I did not like was Mewtwo versus Shadow. Oh. I admit that was boring and completely stupid. And by the way, I'm not even the biggest Shadow fanboy. Boy, you want to ask that? Ask Jacob, because that guy wants to be the next voice actor for Shadow.
You know, here's something I'm curious. Why is there so much hate towards the? It's memed, so I just gotta say it. Okay, don't get mad at me. The GTA GTA Sonic the Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, why do people hated it so much?
Yeah, why is there so much meme hatred?
Alright, allow me to elaborate. You still there? Now, reviewer?
Yeah, I had to go to clip my mic off for a second. Yeah.
Okay. You wanna know why everyone hated that? Because, well... Fun fact. So many kids demanded Sonic to have a gun. To literally have a gun. And they said, you know what? I don't think we can give Sonic a gun because it wouldn't fit his character. So they gave Shadow a gun.
That makes sense. It's in Shadow's character. He's the edgy one. So why not?
Indeed. And a lot of people got upset because they said, well, this is not right because Shadow is supposed to be memorable, fun. He's not supposed to be a Sonic. He's not supposed to be Sonic. He's supposed to be the Dark Sonic. Like the edgy hero, the edgy silent hero. He's not supposed to be an edgelord. He's supposed to be a silent hero but just uses weapons. I don't mind him using guns. And also, newsflash for all of you, you don't have to use them!
It's just what was on the box cover, damn it.
You don't have to use them. I'm technically playing Shadow the Hedgehog on my PS2. I even did a whole run where you don't have to use the guns.
Uh-huh.
I did a whole run with that. But nope! People just want to get mad about that and just say, well, it's free real estate.
Hey, look on the bright side. Final Fantasy 15 is considered for yaoi boy band in there, so it's right up there. Final Fantasy finally got its own memed version. That wasn't like.
And then that's where the Audi Edge meme comes from.
So yeah.
And I hate that meme to death.
Hey, I just didn't understand why people hated it. I thought it was an interesting concept, really. Even though I didn't like the concept,
but it has its problems.
Yeah, what's wrong? Why do Sonic fans just want nothing but a platformer?
They think these are the idiots who think the original trilogy was good. Newsflash for you, I love the original trilogy, Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and Knuckles. I love those games, but still, you don't have to keep using them every single time.
Also, newsflash people, most of the lore was in the manuals.
Like, seriously, I'm sick and tired. If I had to see Green Hill one more time in
Sonic 1 has story. No, it doesn't. It was in the manual. That's like that's like giving me the Mortal Kombat argument. The Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. Oh, they had story. Bull. They had little text lines. The story was in the manual. And you're lucky to find a manual
or even
nowadays.
if you let the game on too long, it tells you a story.
But it's bare bones. The manual was what had it in there because they couldn't fit it on the cartridges.
I swear, if I see another Green Hill Zone stage in the next Sonic game, I might as well just lose. I will literally start going to church.
Isn't that like the are we talking Green Hill or Green Zone?
Green Hill Zone, the original. You know this one. Hold on a second.
The first starter level, the tutorial level.
This is the one I'm talking about because.
Oh yeah, that's the tutorial thing, as I would love to call it. What's wrong with that?
I don't mind Green Hill Zone. I like it in Generations. I like it in the original trilogy. Heck, there's even a Sonic Adventure 2 Green Hill Zone. Even Sonic Battle, which is very underrated.
I'd hate to say this, Green Hill Zone is like Sid to Final Fantasy in the Sonic verse. It is the Sid. Sid is in every Final Fantasy game.
Oh no, so I gotta be right back.
So Green Hill
Continue
Zone.
the show.
The Green Hill Zone is literally the Sid of that verse, I would believe. If I was to put it in anything. I wouldn't want it to be. But yes, the dev art thing is almost... You went in definition of insanity. Yeah, dev art. Using art is insanity sometimes there.
I swear, if I get to see another damn Green Hill in another Sonic game, I'm going to lose my fucking shit.
But you know, it's something that I think, like I said, that's the Sid, you know, the iconic area. Like Sid's like
I get it's iconic. I get that, but still, I don't want to see it again. It was great in the console. It was great back in the Genesis eras. It was great in Sonic Adventure 2, great in Sonic Battle, and great in Generations. But if I have to see that one more time, I'm going to lose my mind and say, that's enough. I will literally quote Sephiroth.
Now you know how I feel now you know how I feel when it comes to Sid being always used. And then they went over the line and created a female version of him. Do you want a female... well, I don't know what they would do to make that weirder.
Yes.
I mean,
and I'm sick and tired of seeing that. Like, I see it in Sonic Forces, I see it in Unleash, I see it in a mobile game, I see it everywhere!
Oh, sweet. Why did you look at the roadmap for the new Sonic game? Origins?
What?
Did you look at the roadmap for the Sonic Origins? Like, what all the buying deluxe?
Is my water?
No.
Go look it up.
Mm-mm. Are you sure?
I just grabbed me a water.
Well, go ahead, grab it.
Well, have you been drinking it?
Heck no, I don't want your germs.
Damn. Hold on one second. I'm gonna type it up. Sonic.
Wow, is my water or not?
I don't know.
Can you... Roadmap. Alright. The roadmap, I believe... Oh, fuck.
Also, can you not speak too loud?
Ron, you're in here loud. We trying to watch TV. We hear you all the way in the room.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ, how can I not be too loud?
I
You
mean...
go to hell.
Damn!
Die in a hole. Die in a hole and go with your OnlyFans. Go back to your OnlyFans.
Let's see here.
Sorry about that. That's my sister, who should really go back to her OnlyFans account.
Right now I'm trying to find Deluxe. Okay. Oh my god, if you type in Sonic, oh, the thing that just popped up. I'm just trying to find
What did you do? What did you do?
I'm trying to find the freaking roadmap thing, like I said, that there it is. Okay, let's go. So this way, we're starting for mastered. Orders no release date. Order links applied.
And I'll get to one last final thing. Yeah,
Okay.
like I said about the versus debates.
Go to the versus debates.
They're stupid. I'm gonna say it right now. Death Battles become an unbiased, biased thing about Source, and I hate it. I'll admit I did enjoy some fights, but nowadays it's retarded. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it right now. And judging by the new Thor versus Vegeta fight, which is about to come out Monday. Boy. I just can't wait to see every Dragon Ball Z fan if Vegeta lose. Especially John. Yeah, I just say it right now. Yes, there's porn of everything on the Sonic community. Disgusting.
It overflows. Just type in Sonic on a Google search. And I'm trying to find
everywhere.
I'm trying to find the thing where it basically has like, oh my gosh, it's the roadmap type thing where basically, come on. Here it is. Origins Contact Pro. Found it.
You found it?
Yes. Alright. I think that is, and I'll send it to you and you can read it to them. Because this is insane.
Oh boy.
Okay? This
Yeah.
is something Sega is known for. Sega, you were going down the good path. You were going down the path of the light. You were
Should I play that
fixing
Devil May Cry scene?
No,
Should I play
I'm
that
just-
infamous Devil May Cry scene?
No, I'm just saying that.
To fill your dark soul with light.
No, they were fixing their company image. You know how Sega has been just like total Shameville, Meanville for years. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh boy.
And tell them what you see for the new Sonic game pre-order.
Oh boy. Let's
In
get into
Discord.
this. I see.
Look at it.
Main game. 100 bonus rings, you mean. Mirror mode activated. Hard missions. Letterbox. Character animation to the main menu. Camera controls to the main menu. Character animations during music islands. Added tracks from Mega Drive. VDLC. I would scream right now, but my mom and sister are in
Do
the
you
other room.
see that? Each edition has like something that could easily be in day one edition.
This is outright horrible.
I know. Did Yuji get his hands involved in that because of Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and decide to do that shit for money practicing?
I think he is.
That's something that's something Nomura does.
And let me see. Also, I forgot to say. Oh yeah, I almost forgot one more thing. The racism.
Oh
Holy-
yes, the one I was trying to get you. I don't get that. It's a voice actor.
It's a voice actor. Okay, everyone knows that Sonic's new voice actor is officially an African American man, right? Why do I? It's like kind of like what's that one anime called with that one black chick and she calls herself senpai?
I don't know. Let's just give you it's like Kratos, God of War. And
No, not that.
No,
It's
I
like
think
that
that's the
one
definition. That's the definition of the voice actor's black.
Yeah,
Kratos.
hold on a second. What is that? What is his name?
I just saw
Miss Kakehara, don't judge me. Apparently, remember that whole controversy where apparently she got so much hate because she's not a black woman is voicing a Japanese anime character.
Oh no, I remember that in the anime community, and that was something my eyes caught on fire on because of the stupidity of it.
I will say this public service announcement right now. It doesn't matter if it's. Oh my god, I just can't. It really infuriates me every time I keep talking about it. Okay, calm down.
I'm calming down too.
I really hate the fact that we have to deal with racism to this day, especially towards things I can get away from like video games or anime. It really boils my blood to see that idiots like these guys literally have to resort to racial slurs and insults because a black actor is playing an iconic character.
It's a piece of fiction, damn it. Okay.
I don't care. I don't care if he's black.
I'm referring to the fans. Get over it. It's a piece of fiction. It's not like it's a living. Whoa.
Well, then again, they do treat Sonic as a religion.
Oh god, don't tell me there's a Church of Sonic.
Now reviewer?
No, I was joking! This is the dark side, go ahead.
Yeah, there is one.
Oh.
God,
you sound like the guy who got out of the cult before they drank the Kool-Aid.
Yes, and I try to stay 10 feet away from that, and which we'll get into later about the YouTubers, but let me talk about the racism. A lot of people get hate because, well, Sonic is voiced by a black dude, Knuckles is voiced by a black dude. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna ask this.
I'd hate to tell you this.
Who cares?
Who cares? Do you know that most anime voice actors are reused and reused and reused again and again and again for different anime characters that are different ethnicalities?
Of course! How many times you heard Johnny Yambachi's voice, or Todd Applecorn, or Sean Schemmel? So who should
they get the pass.
They get the pass, but when it comes to the black...
I hate that about certain cherry pickers. They get the pass? I'm like, why? Why?
Because what? Because they're not black?
Or if they voice... Oh, man. We are entering the one territory that pisses both of us off. The get out of jail free card.
I hate this because, one, it's a shame, like I said, it's a shame in society we have to deal with racism. Still have to deal with that. To this day, even though we're trying to get rid of it.
It's an ideology to boot.
True, but still,
I've always given the food analogy that racism truly isn't a thing. It's more of an ideology. That's like me saying I don't like sushi. I don't like sushi, but that doesn't mean I don't like all fish.
I hate fried chicken, but it doesn't make me stop eating chicken fingers. I mean chicken tenders.
Okay, why'd you say that on air? Because you know that's gonna get memed now.
I don't care.
Because John's on his way. Somewhere.
I don't care. I don't give a damn.
Well, at least your legs don't look like low-tier gods. Wait. News update on since we're going extreme language. Tell them what low-tier god has been accused of, just so we can, on a lighter note.
Oh boy.
No, you just made you rejoice because it was finally confirmed and the asshole finally got some karmic justice. In a twisted way.
Yeah, apparently he's being accused of being a predator.
But the sad thing was, the receipts came out.
Yep. Should I play the clip?
No, I just wanted to just to say that because, you know, on a lighter note, is to get out of that darker territory because, you know, when you mention chicken and low-tier god has chicken legs.
Here's the thing about Idris Elba as Knuckles. He's not even black. He's British. I mean, yeah, he is black, but still.
He was British and he talks with a British accent and stuff. That's what you mean.
Had you heard him in interviews? You could hear his accent. Just because a black character is playing a character that's non-black, doesn't make him, you know, all racial. Everyone needs to play the race card, which I hate so much. Oh,
you're not the
I don't
only
mind
one
accents. I don't mind accents. I don't mind anything else. But I'm just saying this. Stop playing the racist card!
Oh wait, I forgot to mention something within the, that's another disturbing factor in the dev art thing. It's
What?
the Rule 63 gender change. Artwork.
Oh my god.
And
Okay,
I can't,
at least...
to this day, with Link, I can't believe they actually canonized the female Link in Hyrule Warriors. That made me throw up a little bit.
And I will say this one thing. At least people who are making jokes of it, like Boma Bunny is right now, yes, she's actually doing jokes of it, voicing a female Sonic, which I actually find it hilarious. I will just say this, at least she's taking a joke and not milking it.
No, there's a thing where you can take a joke and run with it and make something funny out of it, and then there's just milking it for content.
And also,
exactly like
can we
this.
stop with it? I know it's been a decade since this meme has been on, but I really hate the Uganda Knuckles meme.
Actually, that's the first time of me hearing that specific meme. For
Yes.
the phrase, I didn't know what it means.
The only reason why that meme was so relevant is because of Devil Artemis. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Devil
now
Artemis
to the
made that
content
meme funny.
Oh wait, now to the second juicy bit: the content creators and the Devi art creators.
Oh
that
boy,
caused
let's get into
controversy.
this. Let's get into this.
Because you mentioned a few names and my eyes bulged because I'd heard at least one or two of them. Go ahead, take it away.
There are some good, content creators in the Sonic community. Like there's Emmy Jones, Shadow759, Silver Nux 51, Silver Nux 1991. Just a few names of them. But we're gonna talk about. There are some toxic beings. Like, also, do you remember this little meme? Hold on. Let me see if I can find that little screen. Does anyone remember this little meme?
There's been a lot of memes, dude.
That is it! You guys are the ones who ruined Sonic for everyone! I'm tired of all you pricks! Freaking this!
Oh my god, I remember that. That kid sounded like he needed help.
Your fantasy can't ever be quenched, can it?
Hold on a second, be right back.
And people don't know that meme was taken so many times out of context to make it more funnier. Sonic Adventure Free. I'm sorry.
It gets better.
Okay, stop it. That screeching's hurting everyone's ears, but that's still funny.
Hold on, it gets better. It gets better. It gets better.
The Sonic series? Did she say series or Miris?
Sonic is ruined! Why can't you freaking
How wasn't this a kid? If I recall right, this was a kid that did that, and that made it more funnier.
Yes.
It was like the biggest temper tantrum thrown on the internet, but put on steroids because so many people was able to change the clip of it, and like, you ruined Mortal Kombat! Like, they would use it for everything.
Hold on, I'm trying to find the best one of all. Where this guy screams in to the top of his lungs.
Why do you guys hate him for that? Seriously, you can't continue not all about Sonic versus Wave King. Use the retro Sonic. Why did it
Man, the memes.
It doesn't matter.
Alright, back to the seriousness.
Alright, let's get back to this.
the
I
seriousness.
hope your ears are not bleeding hearing that kid screeching his ears.
No, I'm laughing because I remember so many people using that for different communities.
Yep.
That was the fun thing. They go in there and they put some deep voice. It's your fault. You know what I mean? No offense to that. And then just make it worse or more funnier. So go ahead.
I will give him credit. Okay, I won't give him so much hate because he's a kid. But seriously, you
Don't
have to
put that
humiliate yourself like
tantrum on the
that.
internet. That's just gonna get forever immortalized. And
Of course.
And kid, congratulations, you received the fame. You were immortalized as a meme. The highest honor
Yep.
you can get.
Yep, and there's the idiots. And then I keep forgetting IGN.
Oh
Yes,
no.
IGN even step into the Sonic hatred side by giving negative reviews on every single new Sonic game known to man. Adventure 1, 2, Heroes, Unleashed, Generations.
What? They gave it to
Colors.
Generations? Generations.
Colors.
Generations was just a massive homage to the entire Sonic series, and that's why it's beloved by most Sonic people I know that don't like certain ones.
I mean, what do you expect from someone of ignorant as IGN? Besides, you can't say IGN without ignorant. Or
But
the
I'm
other
just
way
saying
around.
that's freaking biased as hell. But it's
Give me a sec. Keep the show going. I gotta use the restroom.
I mean, why would you hate Sonic Generations? It's really good.
Back in the game. Oh, map reviewer. Would you like to hear a song?
No, I'd like to hear
Sonic-
more. I'd like to hear
Hold
more
on,
about.
wait. You're gonna love this. Trust me, you're gonna love this. And this is all of Sonic 06. Are you ready?
Yes.
Brace yourself.
Rant about this disaster piece, especially since everyone and their Uncle Shirley scripted a new one. So instead, I like to close this chapter with a little serenade.
Ah, crap.
It is the very bottom level multi-game calamity that makes fantasy to follow just like sanity. The fantasy consequences by a much vanity and business than the gravity. A very intensive product for people of humanity. The others have failed for the day of Christianity. Something that's moving from the saddest actors.
Keep going. Ironically, it kinda is.
Modern day calamity.
Keep going, Joshy boy.
It's no use!
Oh god, stop talking.
Why is she encouraging Silver to kill Sonic? They're supposed to know each other. Does Sonic just not happen?
Exactly. My precise reaction. So keep going, Josh Scorcher. It still hurts. It still hurts to this day. Have to see Elise kiss Sonic.
Wait, wasn't that Dark Knight?
I hope you enjoyed that from good old Josh Scorcher. Give him subscribe. If you're, you know, bronies or guys who just love countdowns like me. So, what's your thoughts on that reviewer?
Funny.
Yeah, let me just go on to Unleash. Let's get into this. Did you? Oh, so a little fun fact. Guess who voiced Elise in that game?
I don't know. I didn't really play the story. Like I said, my playthrough was very unorthodox, and even you say that's the weirdest way.
I said 06, pal, not Unleash.
Oh.
Guess who plays Elise in Sonic 06? And she's a famous actress, Hollywood actress.
Wait, wasn't the girl from Mean Girls that you were telling me about?
Yep, Lacey Chabert.
Eh?
Lacey Chabert, from Mean Girls hype to Zatanna to the Wild Thornberries. That is the woman who played the most terrible human character in the Sonic history, Lacey Chabert.
Wow.
And a little side note, she was my childhood crush. What? She was hot.
No, I've heard worse. I'm not judging anybody. I liked Megan Fox when I was younger, when Transformers first came out, so I'm not judging. Okay. If we're gonna go that far, so see, every time you say something to cringe, I'll say something too, so it's fair game.
So yeah, you're probably thinking, Lacey Chabert? How does she know anything about Sonic? Believe it or not, she's actually a closet fan of Sonic. She even played the games too. And when she got cast in a Sonic game, she was ecstatic. She was hyped up because one of her brothers,
but she didn't know what she was getting into.
Yeah. I'm just glad she didn't meet Yuji Naka. I am so glad she did not meet Yuji Naka. So, before anyone says this, if you're gonna hate Elise, don't hate her actress. She was just pretty much giving what she was trying to do.
Separate the art from the actor, okay? I can give you an example. The author of that created Himura Kenshin is accused of some pretty horrible things and does some pretty horrible things. That does not make it the fact that Rurouni Kenshin is an amazing story.
Hold on. Kyo, keep the show going. I'm gonna head somewhere else. I'm gonna take my console with me. Keep the show going, okay?
Run! I'm well aware certain areas are locked. I need that damn key. No, I don't have a sword stone key. Where am I at? Well, guess what? Fucking glitch! In the controller. Poor John. Seems he's gone insanity.
Well then. golden order shine through you. Further study of I can happily spare the time.
Greta, are you here for...
Well, I took you no matter it's all as lay out your arms then.
Yeah, we're waiting for Kage because he's going to be switching over to explain some more. But I gotta say, this has been a fascinating nuking stream. Unfortunately, I might have to make an encore of something, assuming John gets here. When he does, it seems he's got a bone to pick. Oh, I got another freaking... Yes! Oh. Alright, let me go down here and buy the other things. I'm pretty sure those people sell. Dog Gamer, I've got streaming schedules a bit today, so I don't have kind of time for the party thing, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I don't usually do parties much with a lot of people. No, but I will pop in on your streams and probably be in the chat box when I get the chance. Like, I saw you were streaming when I was at work.
What's good? Am I back on the air? We're back on air?
You're still on air, yeah, dude.
Sorry, I had to move somewhere else. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, and I see your family.
So, yeah, sorry about that. I had to move somewhere else.
Oh, no biggie.
Because, you know, my sister was here and, being loud, obnoxious.
Oh, what is family else good? Yeah. But anyway, yeah, the dev art side, let's just say if Rule 64 can happen, or is it 34? 64 or 34?
Yeah, also, we gotta forget about one. Like I said, I gotta talk about the content creators. The content creators in this... Listen to this really bad Shadow the Hedgehog review.
Okay, I got a question. I understand Sonic 06 being bad. It really was.
And Secret Rings.
Secret Rings I didn't play, okay? That was the digital download only, I think. What was the digital download only?
Oh, God.
I understand that one being bad. I really do. But there are certain ones I just don't understand the hate for. Like, as I just sorted out, why is Generations reviled?
It was quite a refreshing period for Sonic the Hedgehog. The franchise was born in the early 90s with the intent to end Nintendo's monopoly over the gaming industry, and they came out swinging. Sonic crawled quite a bit in the mid-90s, though, as making a proper 3D Sonic game during the Saturn era proved quite difficult for Sonic Team. Which brings us to the Dreamcast age, as Sega brought Sonic back in a loud and proud fashion with the show-stopping Sonic Adventure.
Oh wait, pause. History about the the Dreamcast. When the Dreamcast was discontinued, if anybody who remembers how the original Xbox, if you wonder why there was such an explosion of games coming out for it all of a sudden, those were all games that were going to be on the Dreamcast. They just ported straight to the Xbox. That's something that's not a lot of people know about. Only older people like me know, or diehard certain fan bases know. So, yeah, I just thought I'd let that go. Continue to play. I just remembered that about the Saturn, Dreamcast.
Okay, I guess I'll make this keeping short. And I would say this, there are some... and like I said, there is, good people in the Sonic community. That's, like I said, Emmy Jones, who is a voice actress, and a singer, believe it or not. Literally covered a whole bunch of good songs. Would you like to hear them?
No, we're focusing on the Sonic thing. You might need to play him to calm John down, because he seems angrier than hell. What he's saying. So that's why I said I'm glad our time range is coming. Not that this has a time limit. This is basically we're at content creators. Okay, which side are we covering? The dev art side or the YouTube side? Because there's two fronts. Side. Oh, good. Thank God. Is there
We're not gonna tell that part yet because, well, we'll be here all fucking day.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Give us a big skimmy of the worst parts of the dev art side when it comes to that. Like, give us 3 big offenders.
Let's just say that there's porn. Lots and lots of porn. There are lots of porn, and it's... Oh my god, it's...
and that dev art has legal battles. And as we've told you, people go to prison there even.
People even go to prison or even get killed for this stuff. Yes, for owning an OC.
And we, as much as we hate perfection, not even perfection's that bad.
No.
He's just got issues, and with that. But other than that, yeah, he ain't got nothing compared to the other stuff we've seen there. Which is why, whenever you mention him, it's like, yeah, I've seen worse. Now you know why. Because when you get talking there, I told you what I'd seen, you're just like, oh god. We had a long discussion on that, and I was amazed you knew half the stuff. But then again, it's the case of everyone. Once it's been seen, it can never be unseen.
It really can't.
Because now go to the YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Turtles.
That's a name. I think Hulu or Netflix.
That sounds like a Hulu movie. House of Pain.
Sorry. Anyway.
Okay, go to the YouTuber section. We are all aware of Chris Chan, so we're skipping that. Okay.
Yes, everyone knows about, you know, good old Chris Chan making out with his mom.
Okay, there's a history lesson on my channel about Chris Chan. If you want to go to the summary of that, go there. Okay, now to the other people. We just have to
there is Dark Shadow's sword.
Ooh. Wait,
let's just say that guy's a huge...
I got a question. I heard there's somebody that I did a history lesson on that I had to put... that was one of the most notorious ones that I had to do research on to find out this shit was legal.
Oh, I get it. Frank.
Frank. Is he really one of the Sonic people?
Yes, he is. He was one of the most infamous guys in the Sonic community. And it's sad. Because... Frank is, well...
History lesson you can find out, but what was he to the Sonic community? The dark side
the perfection. Pretty much kind of like perfection, but not worse. Just tame. What he did was just horrendous because...
It's in the history lesson of Frank. I just had to remember because you said... Bushido said Frank was in Sonic. I was like, what? Okay,
yeah,
now go to the other YouTubers.
I will start with Dark Shadow Rose. I mean, not Dark Sword. Okay. The guy is the biggest Shadow fanboy in the world, and believe it or not, I shit you not with this. He actually calls Shadow Shadow Daddy. Yes. I'm not bullshitting with you.
My brain clicked off for a second because of the absurdity. Okay.
I told you. He calls himself Shadow Daddy. He's the huge Shadow fanboy in the whole fucking world. Yes, this dude was absolutely wretched, horrendous, and his obsession with Shadow is creepy.
Wow.
And by the way, if anyone hates Shadow, he wants him to die. He wants him to literally die in an abyss of fire. And I don't, by the way, those are his words. He actually did say that. I want you to die in the most heinous abyss of fire, fires the depths of hell, and I hope your mother gets raped.
Okay.
Those are his words. If you disrespect Shadow or literally, and by the way, he did have a big entanglement with Death Battle. See what I did there?
Wow.
And oh boy, when he saw, you know, Shadow lose to Vegeta and Mewtwo, he lost it. Someone literally wanted. By the way, someone literally almost wanted to dox them, get all their information, and kill them.
What the fuck is wrong with these people half the time? What's wrong with you? You people are crazy! Sorry. I had to reference it.
What's wrong with you? Yo, those are crazy! Yes. And next is, I already told you about Silver55, who is pretty much just plays victim all the time, and she's a huge Silver fan girl. And we already know about that one time with Libra. That one time we talked about, that one guy said the hottest Sonic characters.
Oh. Not at Libra. Okay, audience, not at Libra. Is the memory of what we talked about, okay? I want to clarify certain things. Because if Libra ever does pop up, please DM me. I want to try to make a little bit of conversation with you for once.
I will say this once. This guy, and by the way, if any one of you guys think that any of these Sonic characters are hot, 1, furry, 2, underage, 3, you need to go to jail.
I'm gonna hate to say this, that's about 90% of the furries.
Like seriously, something's wrong with you. You need
Go
professional
walk
help.
into a VR, Kage. I will find someone to send you an Oculus Rift, and you can go into a VR furry chat. John walked out traumatized.
No, I don't want to do that. You're talking to a soldier here who's a part of the Sonic community, now hates it!
So, I'm just saying, what you just asked for is a bit of a tall order on some aspects.
I've been through many different types of things in furry things, and I hate it because it was disgusting. It was outright terrible, and I will talk about him, but you know, I don't want to start another war.
Oh, get that. But regardless, yeah, there's a ton of stuff.
Yeah, and that idiot who literally wants to fuck cartoon characters.
Okay, why don't you just go down the list of YouTubers?
Okay, there is Dylan Thomas. Oh boy, Dylan Thomas
I'm
was
sensing
like
some negativity here.
Dylan Thomas was literally one of the most horrendous people on the, like one of the kindest guys you ever met, until he did one thing only. He raped somebody.
Dude.
And also, anyone who argued with him, he can't take, oh by the way, he can't take criticism. He cannot take criticism to any Sonic fan base in the world. Hell, I'm actually kind of jealous of him because his following is actually pretty cool, and I will say this, he did kind of make fun of Etika before his passing.
Well, that's before the passing. This ain't like...
this was...
I just want to mention something,
Etika's,
since we're talking about Etika, there's something that's taken out of context a lot, and considering the guy just really blasted Quantum to the fact that he will probably never return. Keem, I don't blame Keem for that shit. He had no idea that would happen. That was something really took it out of context, and people really always blame him. And I'm like, dude, the guy didn't know he had mental illness to that degree. It's even stated by Etika's family that Etika was a fan of Keemstar. And, you know, Keemstar legitimately, well, I'll just say got messed up over that. Because he felt responsible for it, even though that technically wasn't his fucking fault.
Yeah.
You can't,
and we'll get to the
no
next
one knows what's
person
in someone else's brain half the time. And God, if you do, I feel bad, because imagine the amount of porn each of us has in our head.
Like I said, and remember I told you that I was pretty much, when it comes to lore, I'm kind of like Ethan 101 to the Sonic universe?
Oh no. Oh no.
He's the Scepter programmer. If anything, he's the Scepter programmer.
Okay, content
Besides,
creators.
Back then I wasn't, you know, popular like he is. But I still know my shit, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
But I will say this once. But we say for the best for last.
Oh.
Meet true Sonic lover. I'll tell you what, he is gotta be one of the most darkest people on the planet. Darkest Sonic fans on the planet. He's literally a... Oh boy, even bringing him up bringing me flashbacks.
Don't worry, you'll only have to broadcast this stuff up one, and this should not ever go down unless some Sonic craze fans decide to take this shit down.
He is... Remember I told you low tier guys also self-racist?
Yeah, which was... Nah?
Yeah. He's also... Yeah, he considers Sonic to be a religion. Remember I told you it was a religion and he's self-racist?
When I was joking, and you gave me... You sighed and like... And just kind of gave me, from the sound of it, the look of the book. If I could see of your voice, it would have been the look of like, don't ask. Oh god.
Yep, and it's also really bad that this guy was actually cool at one point.
He created a religion of Sonic?
He created a religion of Sonic and started a porn account featuring Sonic characters being fucked.
Wow. That's right up there.
He started a cult.
You might as well just
started a whole damn cult.
You might as well just call him a Catholic priest. Okay, anybody who's a Catholic, that was not intentionally meant.
I hate you so much, man.
But no, the way you described that in the net, I'm just thinking. Catholic
Oh, and by the
priest?
way, he actually brings show, and also, yeah, he's a bit of a pedophile.
The Shota thing? I know my terms, damn it.
Yeah, I know. He is a bit of a pedophile. That guy something's wrong with him. And people might just say, well, he's autistic, or he's slow, or he doesn't know what he's doing.
I'm gonna get, this is something that I've been meaning to bring up to anybody. I'm sorry, everyone. You cannot keep using autistic as the get out of jail free card.
Of course, you can't do that. You imagine if people actually did that and they got away with crimes? And I would say this right, and by the way, he didn't regret it. He did not regret doing that horrendous evil thing to that little girl. That guy, true Sonic fanboy in the DeviantArt and YouTube. Too bad he can't go back to YouTube anymore because he broke community guidelines.
See, that's the
thing. Too many times.
Let's put it this way. I'm going to explain this when it comes to DeviantArt and YouTube. YouTube, it's so easy to get you. It really is. Unlike Quantum, who just somehow evades shit like crazy. But DeviantArt, oh god, you better find some kind of smoking gun to get rid of you. Because there's so many rights and stuff that you can get around, loopholes and shit. But then again, you're talking to a guy that's been on there for 8 years, and it's just like fascinating. It's like a rabbit hole that just doesn't end. You think you can't find it, but it's there.
Alright, I don't know, man. I'm trying to save up.
Huh?
Boy, I hate this. Right.
What'd you do, Kage?
Hang on, man. Hang on.
You're contemplating something over there. I'm a little worried.
Sorry, it was just, I'm still having flashbacks. I was literally thinking about that stupid pedophile.
Ugh.
Waiting right now. Alright. Hold on to show, my reviewer. I'll be right back.
Oh, don't worry. This rabbit hole always goes deep. This is insanity. These song events. Yes, Retro, I would agree. The insanity that never ends. By the way, I'm looking forward to finding out what you're going to do with your Wii and how you're going to mod it, okay, Retro? That looks pretty cool, what you're going to do with it. So when you figure out how you get it modded and stuff, make a video. I really want to find out because I know you can find all the stuff for a Wii dirt cheap nowadays. I think Kage's having to take intermittent breaks from probably traumatization. Ugh, not that I blame him. He's mentioned stuff that I thought I forgot about. If you like the content, subscribe and hit the like button. There will always be one nuclear podcast a week. Always covering some kind of controversial topic. And John, you're gonna have to make that a pipe bomb stream. You ain't done one in a while, so here's your chance. Ah! And my horse just fell to his bloody death. New Strange. Also, shout outs to Jacob Spooner for the thumbnail. He's the one who made the thumbnail. Great job at it, in my opinion. The only thing I did was add the little podcast, nuclear podcast on it. So the art, all that stuff was done by Jake Spooner. Shout outs for the cool thumbnail. All I had to say is, if you have not bought Elden Ring, buy it! Fucking buy it. Ooh, they dropped smithing stones. Run! Look, it's double. See here, we reached our maximum time limit. Well, they've been tame lately, Keith. They've been sulking in the shadows. Whoa, wow. Did Kage get eaten on us? Yeah, I saw Rich's editor appeared for the Quantum video, which is interesting. I'm amazed I haven't seen Dead Metal pop his head off. Or the Emperor hasn't come in here and screamed. Turtle! Drums, drums, drums in the deep. Of course the show's still going.
What's happening? What's happening?
I'd love to know what happened. You just ghosted on us for a second, so I have to go back.
I'm sorry, people don't understand live stream, and I'm busy at the moment. But don't always get me to do everything.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. You were going on to file needles in the coffin like content creators.
Yeah, there are some good content creators, like, you know, Shadow759.
No, I meant the ones that were annoying on the dark side. You were just airing out. Have you checked off most of the bullet list yet?
I have, and I will say this. Hold on, and I'll just say this, and let the sad music commence.
Really?
Okay, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm looking at you. What are you talking about? What's that music?
It is a sad day to show the day to be a Sonic fan, knowing what the fan base has done. It's a good, and besides, 2022 has been year of Sonic lately, and I'm actually happy about it because it's proud to be a good Sonic fan. It's actually proud to be a good Sonic fan now, and the fact that these toxic idiots, the fan base, the DeviantArts, the people, the versus community, Yuji Naka, is just ruining what a good friend, our Speedy Blue Hedgehog has been going through. And it's good to know that people like you, me, Jacob, John, Libra, Bushido, and everyone else had to go through because of the Sonic fan base. Hell, being a fan of Sonic was almost cancerous. It was outright cancerous. It was terrible. Hell, and I remind myself to this day, I used to be a fan. I used to be a part of that community. I was the guy everyone can, you know, stand up in the fan base to look up to. But I failed him. I failed to be a leader. You know? I failed to be a good leader to these guys. And the fact that there's toxic idiots like these guys running around and still to this day having racial comments, hatred, and everything else, it's sad. But this is the year of Sonic. I mean, think about the positive things about Sonic. A good movie, a game is about to come out, an open world Sonic game that kind of reminds us of
They're gonna port the one Sonic that has story to it.
story to it, and everything else.
Which, tell them which game that is, because otherwise we're gonna have a zillion.
Sonic Frontiers, and everything else.
I thought they were porting Dark Knight.
Black Knight was still good.
No, I thought they were porting that.
Hang on. Not porting it yet. I'll get to that yet. But it was a sad day where being a Sonic fan was being a spawn of the devil. It's like looking at a girl you once loved in high school, and then turns out when you become an adult, she becomes hideous.
No, no. Oh.
Hey, I'm trying to be sympathetic here. Don't try to ruin the moment. But I will say this right now. This is your boy right here, Kage or Shadow or Reaper or whatever you want to call me. It was a sad. I was part of this community, and I'm glad I got my start on. I was happy enough to even, be a part of the Sonic community. A lot of fans were, like Shadow759, but I just kind of wish I was one of the greats, Kind of like Shadow759, Emmy Jones, Steven Nux. Even one of the guys Christian Whitehead, who pretty much made Sonic Mania. Programmers, fan-made. I would love to be one of the greats, but it wasn't my time. I was just a guy I started off as just a guy who loved the games, the artwork, and glad to be a fan of the Blue Blur, and the Fat Italian play, Mario. But I will say one thing. Oh, John's here. John, whatever you do not ruin my moment. Never mind. I would say this for viewers. If you're a fan of Sonic, keep being a fan. No matter what the fan base has did, and ruined the reputation of all. And I have to say one thing. I'm glad this war is over. That I exposed pretty much half the entirety of the Sonic community and ruining everything we accomplished. Nozzle Unleash, a remake of Sonic 06, Shadow759 being one of the best animators in the Sonic community, Emmy Jones actually becoming a voice actress, Steven Nux being a content creator. It's great to see that. Idris Elba as a great Knuckles, Jim Carrey being literally saying, you know what, I'm done acting. Eggman was my final character. But it was great to know, So I have to say to
Jim Carrey? No! Later!
Later! Hold on! So I say to you all, to this soldier who is finally resting in peace, goodbye. And keep loving Sonic. That's all I have to say. That felt good to let loose.
And for all who want more exposure on the other two people that we would not cover, Chris Chan or Frank, there's a history lesson on the playlist of the history lesson on those two idiots. Alright, if it's something else pertaining to Sonic, I will continue with you.
I will say one thing. Let me just get back my emotional music again. It's a great time to be a Sonic fan to 2022, It's a great note to be out there enjoying the great things of Sonic. Two successful movies, two games about to be released in about a year, a TV series, and I'm happy. Finally, I get to be happy to be a Sonic fan and actually looking at my childhood hero. And see him not as a former hero who lost his way, but a former hero getting his redemption. I grew up playing Sonic games, watching the cartoons like Sonic Underground, Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic X. I grew up, getting up Saturday morning and watching those cartoons as a child. And it was great. playing the games, the original Genesis trilogy, Sonic Adventure, Adventure 2, Heroes, Black Knight, Unleash, Colors, Generations. But we won't talk about 06. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. So I have to say to you all, continue being fans, because you're looking at the blue blur as not as a reminder of your childhood, reminder he's still Sonic the Hedgehog.
Also, word to the wise, everyone, from a little bit of an older person. It's okay to be a fan, just don't become a zealot fanboy.
Indeed, a Zoe fanboy, a pedophile who is obsessed with, little children.
No, just a zealot. If you're a fan, just don't go cross over to the zealotness of a fanboy, where nothing is nothing. There's nothing wrong with the product.
There isn't nothing wrong being a Sonic fan. Who cares if people call you furries or anything like that?
Oh
I like
God,
the games.
You keep deviating from the point.
I love the games. That's all that matters. And yes, this Shadow. You're probably saying, Shadow, what's with the emotional music? And why are you talking like you're about to literally commit suicide?
Yeah, basically, I'm wondering that.
Swan, this is just a send out to a good friend of mine. Good friends of mine. I've lost friends, made new ones, still honor them to this day, and I was glad to be part of that. Despite the chaos I have to endure, and this is not as a fan of a series, an old soldier who had to fight tons and tons of wars. Tons of Sonic wars I've been through. And also, Yuji Naka, I would have one message to say to you.
Go fuck yourself.
Clean up your act. Clean up your act. Literally, stop being this dictator and return back to the guy who almost rivaled Miyamoto.
Stop being an Amber Heard.
Stop being an Amber Heard. Stop being a Hideki Kamiya. We want you to be the guy who almost rivaled Miyamoto. Heck, you guys even shook hands one time.
Oh, sweet Jesus, the hands were softly on fire.
It wasn't, bad or like that. I would just say this. To all the fans out there, thank you. Thank you all for literally enjoying this stream, hearing me rant, despite my family trying to ruin it and everything else. But I have to say it all. This soldier could finally rest. And I can finally say, sayonara.
And you can finally, on this horse, ride off into the sunset. Well, it's not sunset, it's raining.
So, I say to you, to most Sonic fans, and to quote the Blue Blur himself, see you around, and see you next adventure.
Uh-huh. I'll tell you this. I think this has been one interesting nuclear stream for nuking everything. Can we get rid of the sad eulogy music? Because I feel like I'm crashing a funeral.
Sorry.
No. I'm always one for theatrics.
Want me to keep it on?
No, I said don't need to apologize. I'm always one for the theatrics. That was funny.
Believe it or not, I actually planned that. That was actually in my original scripts.
But yes, I think if anybody wants to know of the other two scum that we did not mention, there is a history lesson on both of those idiots, and that's all I'll say. Everything else...
And one more idiot, well, we won't discuss his name because he's still out there.
But no, the Frank one that everyone wanted and the Christian one, they're both been covered on their own version of history lessons, and they were well researched.
Yep. So, my reviewer, I think it's a good time to end the stream.
Yes, and riding off, as you ride off into the sunset, and take a nice camp. A nice earned rest for the night. See you all next time on the next Nuclear Podcast.
See you